If you are interested in YouTube marketing and advertising your products and services, then watch this video because we are going to reply to some of the most common questions that people ask. And make sure, of course, if you like this type of content, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, comment if you have any questions. Of course, we'll get back to you personally. And if you want to take it further, click the link in the description to find out more on how we can help you. So let's start. First question. Can you advertise a product on YouTube?
Yes, absolutely, definitely advertise product on YouTube. Just as a little story, we've got a potential new client that we're talking to, which is a UK-wide furniture company. They've got lots of products. We're talking to a global brand that's got lots of products. YouTube's brilliant for it. A couple of reasons why. You can tell a story around the product. You can educate around the product. You can entertain around the product. You can show how it's used. And unlike a normal 30-second TV commercial that you pay a heap of cash for, you don't know if people are really watching. You might pay a cent to get to past people past 30 seconds. And as Simon says, the taximeter's not running. It could be 10 minutes long. So you can really show products in use. You can show the product, how it works, the benefits of the product, the emotional side of the product. So let's say saying it's a barbecue, you can show how the barbecue works, but you can actually show somebody making burgers and enjoying the product. So yeah, it's fantastic for product advertising. It's really, really good.
All right. Then we have, how many views do you need to put ads on your YouTube videos?
More than one. No, but if you're talking about monetizing your channel, you need to have had 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and then ads will start showing in your channel. In terms of running ads yourself, you can run ads from very, very small budgets, and you can have ads up, within an hour of creating one. Yeah.
So how do I advertise a product on YouTube? And I can probably start with this one, answering, like, you have two ways. You have the organic way, where you rank your videos to the top of the searches. So when people find for certain keywords, solutions to their problems, your video is up there. And you need to make sure you are in the top 5. Otherwise, people don't watch videos after the 5th position. And then you've got, of course, if you want to go faster, because the organic way is great, but it takes time. If you want to go faster, of course, there is the paid way. And probably Simon is going to talk more about this.
Yeah, so look, you can put an ad up, specify an audience. I think there is a formula. You do need to quickly grab people's attention within that first 3 to 6 seconds, then educate them, pull them in, offer them the opportunity to click through, tell them, come through, find more, find out more, learn more, watch a further video about the product. But one of the misconceptions is that an ad can only be sort of 30 seconds, a minute long. An ad on YouTube can be 10 minutes, 20 minutes long. And I'm not saying that's necessarily right. It would depend on the particular product. But you've got the opportunity past 30 seconds to go on for pretty much as long as you like. And as long as you can hold people's attention, and if you can hold people's attention, you've got a massive advantage. So if you can get your product there and educate people, basically warm them up to the point where, right now, the chances are they saw the ad as a cold audience, and now I'm busy watching it, and I want it right now. I understand the product. I'm going to buy. So yes, that's the opportunity.
Yeah. All right. Then great question, actually. What are the different types of ads on YouTube?
So ads wise, the ones that succeed most at the moment, we tend to use bumpers. So the bumper that comes up in front of somebody's content that people can't skip, that you will pay for. Once you've got in stream, so when somebody's sat watching something, there's the ads that interrupt you while you're busy watching a particular topic. Well, that's where there's a massive opportunity, because we use something called a pattern interrupt. And if somebody's watching, let's say it's and I've mentioned it before, barbecues, they're on YouTube researching the barbecues that they want to buy, and then up pops your ad for the best type of barbecue, and it fits their demographic. Suddenly, they're not watching an ad. They're continuing to watch a topic. So then you can make it not feel like an ad. And I think that's quite a lot of how YouTube advertising will develop over the years. Over the next year to 18 months, there will be a lot more of pattern interrupt and topic filled content. But other types of ads, discovery ads, so they sit when somebody's searched for a particular topic. Your ad will sit there on the right hand side in the suggested videos, and somebody can just click it, and often that doesn't feel like an ad either, because it's just sat there. They think it's got the little ad badge next to it, but you know, when we've all searched, we're just lazy, we just click the top, you know, we'll click the top piece of content, and that can be an ad as well. So discovery is great for brand awareness. It doesn't allow you the same opportunities in terms of calls to action, because it doesn't give you the click through that in-stream would. But those would be the main forms of ads we would use.
Absolutely. So guys, if you like this content so far, of course, like this video, subscribe to the channel. And if you've got questions so far, make sure you type them below, because we will reply personally to you. All right. So what audience should I use to advertise my products on YouTube?
I'll throw something in first here. It goes back to something Vince has said before. I've said my entire career, I was taught by people who were way better than me back in the days. Understand your customers first. You've got to truly understand who your customers are. Some people call it an avatar, whatever. You know, you need to really think about who's going to be interested in your product or your service. In this case, a product. You can't really build your audience out until you understand what they're like, what their lives are like, what their interests are, what they've been searching for, all those kind of things. But once you start to understand what they're like, you then can start to build that audience out. So I'll hand over to Simon now for him to elaborate a little bit more.
Yeah, so if you were running normal PPC campaigns, you'd be keyword driven or key phrase driven, and somebody searched for something, and then your ad pops up and they click it and they make a choice at that point, and that might cost you 50p, £1, £2, £10. I've seen PPC ads costing £20-30 a click. So with YouTube particularly, the best strategy is to overlay what somebody's searching for, the sites that they've been on, and create in-market audiences. So if somebody's in the market for a product, so let's say I've been searching for golf clubs, and I've been on Sports Direct, I've been on American Golf, I've been on a few different websites to do with golf. It's very easy then to target the people that are in the market for a particular product. And obviously we don't always purchase there and then, we spend time researching. But if, for example, American Golf were running traditional PPC ads and driving people to their website for a tailor-made driver, that person is clicking that ad. American Golf is spending the £2, £3, £4 a click to get the person to the website. But with YouTube, I can target the people that have been on the particular product if I want. So I can then say, well, for 1 pence or 2 pence, I can put a video advert in front of somebody that I know is looking for that particular product. Let American Golf go and pay for the ads, you know, to drive the traffic and awareness. I'll mop up the people that I know are in the market for the product. So they've searched for the keyword, they've been on the websites. You can even choose people that have been on certain apps, all of that. And it's where those things intersect is where you place those ads and get maximum benefit.
Amazing. So is it a good idea to work with YouTube influencers?
That's a really subjective question, and you'll probably have something to say on it as well, Vince. But there's all sorts of different sizes of influencers, and I think really you have to look at what their audience is. So we were dealing with a fashion influencer about 2 weeks ago, and she's got an enormous audience, like 7 million subscribers, right? But she's a really pretty girl, and I don't want to let's not generalize too much here, but can you really tell me that all of her audience is, 1, genuine, and I'm not saying that isn't, but 2, is it guys? You know, is it guys just looking at a pretty girl? Yeah. Is it actual people that we want to her demographic, right? And probably the majority of it is. But if we put ads into her channel, we are then able to leverage her audience. That's great. But dealing with the influencer themselves and then placing product within the influencer's channel as product placement, I think people are starting to see through that slightly, in that they know the influencer's getting paid to promote the product. I think we're going to move forward into a world where it has to be a product that the influencer genuinely uses. And I know they'll all make it out that they genuinely use that product, but do they? Do people see through that? I don't know. Vince, have you got some thoughts on influencers?
Actually, you said it all. Yeah, it's the same as Instagram. You can see these big people with lots of influencers, but maybe most of them are fake. They're not in target. So I wouldn't really focus too much on this. I would just focus more on ranking my videos and then running my ads. If you want to have proven and then measurable results.
And it can be, and that influencer that we were talking about there, to get 2 posts and 2 stories. So we were looking at YouTube and Instagram. It was £200,000 to run 4 pieces of content, right? For £200,000 on YouTube ads, you could reach, 100 million people. That's the difference, but of the right people. So where we're saying that the influencer might not have the right audience, and if you look at that influencer's engagement rate, if their engagement rate is 2%, that sounds great to a brand, and the brand's thinking, right, 7 million followers, 2% engagement rate, 140,000 people going to see my content. Well, maybe, but they're not liking your content. They're liking the influencer, right? Or they're commenting on the influencer, and ultimately it's the influencer that gets the benefit. So yes, influencers have their place, but I think we will see their demands in terms of what they get paid for this content changing, and the content or the products that get placed in their channels becoming far more around actual genuine, this is my actual recommendation, so look, it'll change over the next year or 2.
Nice. Then we've got what products work best with YouTube advertising?
I'm going to throw something in here just to make, hopefully, who's listening and viewing this think about what their perceptions of what think work and don't. A couple of things. I was sat in a meeting with the board of directors, and they were saying people are not on YouTube looking for our kind of product. And then one of the directors went, I do. And he was in his 50s, and I could have given him £100 and said, thank you, you've just answered there that the different types of products can. Now, one of the things we've just been working on before Christmas, and Simon mentioned earlier, it had 160 odd brochure downloads. They got a £900,000 order out of it, was a very specialist, highly engineered tool product that you would not think would be right on YouTube. And it worked phenomenally well. And it was just little how-to videos, because people are going there to get questions answered and find out things. And it worked brilliantly well. So you might think the B2B, for example, and you've got a tool, a product, something like that, engineering based, actually, it can work brilliantly. Equally, loads of B2C stuff works really well that we work with as well. So I don't know if anybody else has got anything to answer, but the fact of the matter is it works really well for pretty much everything we've worked on so far.
Yeah, let me throw in my massive curveball here, is that a lot of people, and this is the rant I always have about Facebook, is all those guys are always talking about ROI, right? 5 times, 8 times, 10 times ROI, right? That's all bullshit, because it's got to be to do with profit, right? What profit do I actually get out of the campaign, not ROI, right? Because at the end of the day, you might be selling a product that's got 15% margin in it, 50% margin in it. It's not about ROI. It's actually about what profit comes out the back of the campaign. But a lot of these people don't even talk about lifetime value of the customer. So it can often be a customer acquisition piece at a low value product to lead on to an upsell, where that's where the lifetime value is, and the real profit sits beyond the actual campaign itself. So low value products may only, let's say, deliver 1-to-1, 1-to-2 conversion in terms of return on ad spend, but lifetime value could be enormous. So people need to look at, does the product lead to further sales? What's the lifetime value of the customer? Am I building a list? All of that sort of stuff.
Amazing. And then we have a question very similar to the previous one. Which industries use YouTube advertising the most?
Well, currently it's the coaches, the courses. It's changing all the time, you know, but I think the guys that have been on it in terms of Facebook and driving massive returns from their spend there, they are all over YouTube. You know, they're really, really on it. They get it. It's all the other businesses. 99% of businesses are not using YouTube ads. So there's a lot of coaches and courses and all that sort of thing leading the way. But as Andy was saying earlier, you know, we've just been working with a screwdriver manufacturer, and they took some convincing to get going. But, you know, when they've sold over £1 million worth of product in a month off of a campaign that cost them £10,000, that in month one, straight off the bat. So pretty much any industry you can get it to work. Just depends on your expectations and whether you think it's a magic bullet or you're in it for the long game. But lots and lots of brands are moving across to YouTube now.
Yeah, all kinds of sectors, all kinds of services, all kinds of products. There is a place for it on YouTube, genuinely. Yeah. Okay.
If you guys, of course, are interested in learning more on how we can help you, then reach out to us through the comments below or the link in the description, and we would love to have a chat. So, how do I build an audience on YouTube for my product? And I can just start on this. Obviously, you have, again, two ways. One is the organic way where you rank your videos. I would say the fastest way to do it is, again, running advertising, because the targeting on YouTube is amazing. Like, there's no other place where you can target so specifically and well. And then again, if people skip your ads before 30 seconds, you don't pay anything. So the brand awareness goes through the roof.
One of the quickest ways to do it is research the market, look at all your competitors, create an audience. And a lot of people don't even know you can do this. Create an audience around the people that have been on the checkout pages of your competitor's website, right? So not the guys that are hitting the website, the ones that are hitting the checkout page, because they're the ones that those guys paid to get the traffic to the websites. You're effectively hijacking your competitor's traffic. You know that they're perfect for your product, and you create that audience, serve your ad into it, great piece of content. And then obviously they start finding you organically as well. You start coming up in their suggestions. It's like rolling up a snowball. But yeah, that's probably would be my first port of call.
Yeah, love it. And then you only pay when people watch your videos. Is that right?
Well, obviously, if you rank somebody's video at the top of search, Vince, you pay nothing. It's absolutely free, you know, and this is the game, to use ads to support the organic activity. You know, yes, you can obviously make it work and work really well with a paid only strategy. But as a YouTube agency, we would say you've got to take the organic and the paid route together, along with using all of your other social channels. But if you can get to people watching more than 30 seconds of your ad, you'll pay. The first 29 seconds are free. So the brand awareness on YouTube is like nothing you've ever seen before. You know, you aren't getting a 29-second TV ad for free, are you? You typically a TV ad is 30 seconds. So, you know, imagine you're only paying for that very last second. But as we've said so many times before, once you go past 30 seconds, you pay like 1 or 2 cents. And I've seen brands that we've been talking to, literally the marketing director falling off their chair with amazement when we go like 1 pence, like 1 pence a view after 30 seconds. And they're like, what? Like, are you for real? Actually, yes, it is true. It's better. The best piece of marketing that I can genuinely see that I've ever seen in 25 years of marketing.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, the name of the game right now, as Simon said, is YouTube domination. So YouTube organic plus the ads, and then supported by a multi-channel approach. So if you do this, literally you can dominate your niche, your market, and become the authority. So if you want to do that and you want to do it before other people do it, so reach out to us, guys, and we would love to help you. And the last question for this is, can someone buy my product when they see it on YouTube?
So this is something that YouTube will absolutely be pushing massively over the next couple of years.
Yeah,
it's something that's in beta at the moment, and they're trialing it across different countries. But yes, you can. They are going to get to the point where it's click and buy on YouTube completely across the whole board.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the content, guys. And again, leave the comment below, like, subscribe to the channel, and we look forward to seeing you in the next videos. Bye bye. Take care.